Well, hi and welcome to Glitch 2600. This is a Glitch Byte. Sorry, my stuff acted up right before, so my Stream Deck went offline. So you'll have to deal with me doing manual things like that instead of hitting down in my normal stuff. But what's a Glitch Byte? Well, a Glitch Byte is a tips, tricks, unboxing stuff that you can consume normally in under 15 minutes. And then who am I? Well, I'm Brian, aka Glitch, your friendly host through all things geekery. And what are we doing today? Well, today we are talking about the Mac Studio, the brand new one. And I want to do a quick unboxing. Now, the next video, we're going to be showing how to transfer your data from something like an Intel-based laptop to the M1, because there are some tricks that I found out when doing the same thing with my laptop. Was that if you just run it and open that and do the Mac Transition Assistant or Migration Assistant, then it just goes forever. There was a trick where you could shorten that down to under an hour. So with that, without further ado, why don't we just get to the unboxing? Obviously, if you have any questions, by all means, feel free to post, sign, whatever way works best for you. But this is the new unit. I actually just picked it up, drove home, and this is what this is what it looks like. This is the box, as you can kind of see there. Nice little, handle on this, kind of fabric. There's the back, what we see for it, along all the specs. Which, if I read off the specs for you, you can kind of see it comes with 32 unified memory. This is the base model. There is an upper set. It has 512 for the hard drive. For that CPU, it's a 10-core CPU and 24-core GPU. I was going to go ahead and upgrade it to the next step. There is one called Ultra instead of the M1 Max. That's basically two Max chips, sandwiched together. But I love my laptop so much, and it's running the Max, that I didn't feel the need to go up the extra $2,000. Now, I was going to go to the 32-core GPU, but they didn't have that in stock, and that's only about an extra, if it's $200 or $400. Comes with 4 Thunderbolt 4 ports, which allow you to go 40 gigabits per second. They look a lot like USB-C ports. Has 2 USB 2, and this is all on the back. And then on the front, we have USB-C ports, so not to be confused thinking that's Thunderbolt. It doesn't go quite as fast, upwards around 10 gigabit. As opposed to 40. And then you have your HDMI port and a 10 gigabit Ethernet, which you're probably going to bottleneck at your internet before you have that problem, but it's still good to know. It's still good to have for internal network transfers, all that, along with an SD slot and headphone. Like I said, I went with the whole core 32 gigs because my laptop has 16 and it's just been killing it. So 32 should be more than overkill and for quite a while. Plus, I want to see where the M1 series goes over time. So this is just a great family computer replacement for a laptop and backup main system to go with my laptop version of this. So without further ado, let's just open this puppy up. You can tell it has not been opened because we have this safety little thing on there. We pull that, you'll see we can just now lift this off. Actually, is there 2 of them? Nope. I get it around the handle that kind of sticks on there. Go like this. Whoa. And then make sure you knock around your camera. That's always a good idea. So you can kind of see what it looks like here. You've got your Designed by Apple little doohickey here, which the rest of this looks to be nothing else in there. Just double checking it. But then you have your Designed by Apple cards. This comes with pretty much all Apple stuff where it talks about how you power it up. There we go. All that fun stuff, the ports, what it looks like. basically doesn't do much. But then you have the nice big sticker that comes with it. That's always fun. Kids love those. Got so many of them. And then the main unit here. This pulls out from the side, as does the other. So that's kind of neat little design where it goes like that. So just to give you a hint, we'll hold it like this. And it just goes like that, so you can get it out there a little bit easier. That's all there is. You pick the main unit up, and then you'll see down here, if I can get it to focus, there's the power cord. And that should be it. There's nothing else in here. Nope, a little bit of cardboard, but that's it. It kind of closes up, and then this flips closed. Nothing else really to see here. That's it for the box. So once that's done, there you have your power cord. And we'll pull that through because we don't need that anymore. And it's a nice woven, you know, as opposed to just the straight plastic style, kind of like that. You get the nice woven, pretty long cable. Looks to be at least 6 feet because I'm short. So looks to be about a 6-foot cable with the Mickey Mouse style on the end. See if we can get it to focus. About there. You can kind of see there, the Mickey Mouse style connector. And then your normal with ground. And then you have your main unit right here, which comes with this style, and you open it up. There's that SD slot and the 2 USB-Cs. And then around the back, it's just, you can kind of tell by my hand the size here. The width of probably about 4 or 5 inches. Logo. And then you have your other side for the power. 10-bit gigabit Ethernet. You can tell this is Thunderbolt because it has the Thunderbolt logo over it. And you have 4 of those. USB-A, which can go up to USB 3. And then you have HDMI, and then your power cord right there, or your power button. Nice venting along the back. Of course, there's nothing else. You have your light here. And then underneath you have your venting and your nice embossing for Mac Studio with a security lock. That's a nice little feature. You can lock it off. I do wish the laptops had the security lock because really when being remote, putting that in there for a Kensington lock, while this could get picked up and walked off with, let's face it, it's probably not as likely to get walked off with as the laptop, but it's got some good weight to it. You can hold it one-handed. With the normal Mac minis, you can almost use them as a mobile machine. This one would still work fine in a case because of that size, but it's definitely more bulky, and you know, you can hear it as it just kind of sets down. So cut back here. But that's basically what comes in the case. You don't get anything else. You'll notice there is no keyboard. There is no mouse. There's nothing else like that. That's because you have to buy those separately. It has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi 6, so you can use it wirelessly. I like having wired for those only because how I work. You may need to get some dongles because while it has a lot of ports, it only has the 2 USB-A. So if we're talking USB-As like that type of connector, then you might need some USB-C conversions to use the rest of those ports. Or you might have to get a keyboard that has that if you're not going to go wireless, which requires battery and all that. They do sell the Magic keyboard and the Magic mouse. To me, they're just a little bit overpriced, and I don't want to use that, other than the fact they come with Touch ID. Nowadays, though, with Apple Pay, I use a watch or the Apple Watch. I have the iPhone, so I can always tell it to authenticate and send me the request to my watch. So I don't really find that need. If you don't have that, or if you use a lot for other things, then it might be worth spending $125 on that style of keyboard. We have some gaming keyboards, courtesy of my oldest son. So with that, we're going to have that plugged in. There's no Touch ID on it. But that's something you may need, or you may want to hook up still a mini dock to it, or a Thunderbolt dock. And that's something else to talk on, whether you would get a USB-C dock or whether you get a Thunderbolt. It really depends what you're connecting to it. If you have a bunch of hard drives, get Thunderbolt because it can go that 40 gigabits per second, so you won't be bottlenecking at the USB-C. If you're just plugging in other USB devices, the other thing is, since this one has the USB-A, you can get a USB 3 dock for a whole of $24 and hook up most of your stuff. Like a cam link will work just fine through there, you know, if you're doing that for camera capture, or your keyboards, mice, all that can go into a dock like that, or a USB hub, and be perfectly set. So now you got to see what it looks like unboxed. Like I said, our next video we'll be doing is showing how to transfer your stuff and tricks you might want to do. It's pretty simple. A cable you might be interested in to really transfer as fast as possible. If time is of no concern to you and you want your transfer to run for a day and a half or a day, depending on how much space you have, then you can just do the wireless transfer method. Still basically the same type of steps that we'll go through. You'll just get this hint of some other stuff, and we'll drop that video here very shortly because we're going to record it next. That one won't be live. It'll be a recorded that we bring on, so no one has to sit through that. But if you like this, don't forget that you can like and subscribe, and you'll see our next videos. We have another one coming up where we're unboxing and reviewing the Manfrotto stacker stands, these light stands. We also have another one where we're going over some more Nanlite products because we have a few more Nanlite products coming in, even some new ones that are just released that we are going to be bringing in and doing some reviews on too, before we get back to our normal tips and tricks. So if you have questions in the meantime, please let us know. Just comment on this video or the channel, and we will get those, and we will be happy to answer your tech questions or your geek questions on a later video and tag you and let you know, or send you a message so you know what to catch. But having said that, I hope you had a great time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.